Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! The following video will contain spoilers from the Arrow episode Missing. If you don't want anything spoiled or ruined for you, stop watching now. Also, this video will be containing language of a frank and explicit nature, including some sexually explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. If you can't handle that, stop watching now. For everybody else brave enough, I'm Dave, darker than Damien, more savage than Vandal, and this is the Arrow Roast. Those of you guys new to my channel, you want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing and what lines I will and will not cross, check out my video, Arrow Roast the Rules. Now, before I get going, this is a special shout out that I got to give to a couple great people and organizations here. First of all, I have got to give congratulations to Lord Mesa. Dude, congratulations. I mean, this guy has been doing some great artwork, various comic book related stuff, TV, movies. He's these cute little like chibi characters. He's been doing stuff for Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and it's really entertaining. He tackles some funny stuff, others very poignant and serious moments, and I'm saying this because Lord Mesa's artwork was featured on a birthday cake for Oliver Queen in this episode. Lord Mesa Bakery. Dude, congratulations. It's freaking fantastic. Your artwork is great. You definitely deserve it, but it's more than that. It's a fan, a fellow fan, a member of our fandom community that did what they love, got acknowledged by the show that we love, and recognized inside of it. Awesome. Congratulations. Best of success. Check out his work, lordmesa.com. Look for him on Facebook, Instagram, and please, here's the best part. There's even artwork that he's done featuring Oliver as Night Badger versus Felicity, where they were breaking out the hacker from Argus, separated by the blue laser grid. Lord Mesa has artwork of Night Badger versus Black FeFe. I'm not fucking kidding. Check this out. And if you do manage to like add him to your Facebook groups or whatever, tell him Dave sent you. So, also, big up, speaking of Facebook, I have partnered with a Facebook group called DCCW Arrowverse United. They approached me about sharing my Arrow Roast videos and other stuff that I do in regards to the things going on in the Arrowverse, or as I'm going to call it, the Badgerverse. I know that my Arrow Roasts can get a little raunchy, and a lot of these groups try to be kid-friendly. I understand this. This is why I didn't really post a lot in the groups. But they're saying as long as I put a spoiler and strong language warning in front of the videos, which I always do anyway, then it's okay to do it. So they've actually set aside Sundays for me to upload my old and new roast videos there. So it's going to be Arrow Roast Sundays on that group. It's fucking fantastic. Looking forward to it. Of course, they announced this now as the Season 5 is coming to a close, but it gives me a chance to air some of my older stuff on there too, so get a chance people to get caught up, so that's fantastic. So, as I was saying, okay, it looks like things are getting pretty good in here. Team Arrow's feeling good about themselves. Chase is captured. Things are looking decent. Oliver's going to be going to meet Felicity for dinner. Just hopefully celebrate. Quentin's going to put his boot up to ass for Renee for missing the court hearing. And when Oliver goes to Felicity's house, or apartment, he is greeted by someone behind the door, and he ends up judo flipping Curtis, and it's a surprise party, which everyone regrets having instantly, especially Curtis. So, while they're talking about special things that they want to be doing, little fun things here and there, Curtis is also happy that hopefully a device he had wasn't damaged. He's got a gift for Tina. A sonic modulator color. Apparently Homeboy thinks he can outdo fucking Cisco Ramon. So he's got a thing where we'll allow Tina to do more with her sonic scream, which I'm calling the Tina Scream. This is how we're going to distinguish it between the Canary Cry and the Siren Song. She's got the Tina Scream, okay? I'm not calling it anything else. So not only is that, but this device also will keep any kind of sonic dampeners from affecting her. I smell a suspicious plot device. Anyway, so everyone's talking about shit that they're going to do. Oliver wants to buy socks. He says everyone has their thing. He wants to buy socks. Homeboy got a foot fetish. He runs around in fucking, leather, beating the shit out of people, tying up bad guys and girls. You want to get socks? Do you, boo-boo? But then here comes FeFe wearing this cute little ladybug dress, and she's got the fuck me pumps on. She's putting out the vibes, and and everyone decides, okay, let's give them some time alone. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, who keeps trying to make Olicity happen? And I'm at this point like, Curtis, stop encouraging the supervillain. I'm not even fucking kidding anymore. I'm calling Felicity Smoke what she is, a fucking supervillain. All the time that Oliver keeps on having regret, about, it's all my fault. I should have done something. Yeah, because you keep letting FeFe have a fucking pass. I had a theory video a while back. I've talked about this before. Look for my theory video, Felicity Smoke, Metahuman Succubus. It actually explains. She has a metahuman power that manipulates people that care about her into protecting her, defending her, and not thinking anything bad about her. Or if they do, fuck it, it's FeFe, just forgive it. I think that her wanting to get it on with Oliver is simply her trying to reinfect with the succubus power. Of course, I also think that she has a weakness to white dwarf star alloy, because that seemed to counter some of her shit. So, check out that video. But so FeFe coming onto Oliver. Meanwhile, her panties are getting moist like a Betty Crocker brownie. I'm like, fuck, no. Look, I'm telling you, this woman needs to just sit in the corner. Look, somebody get her a dwarf star alloy dildo. Fuck it, spring for it. Call Ray Palmer, put some vibrator settings in there. I don't know, I have like one setting where like it's got that low guttural like Stephen Amell, Oliver in pain grunt. Maybe she can put on their frickin' like the human target Oliver Queen mask, look in the mirror, and while she's going to town trying to make herself come, she's doing the Felicity whale song. Get her the goddamn dwarf star alloy dildo. Put her in the corner, and somebody tell this cybercrime solving, cheerleading, Haven Rock nuking little blonde bombshell to go fuck herself. Yes, I said it. I'm pretty sure this is the point right now where a lot of my fans are cheering the loudest. So, okay, meanwhile, where they're trying to figure out what's going on here, oh yeah, Tina's missing. Curtis decides to go visit Tina, and her house is broken into. He tries talking all that big and bad shit, like he's like mouthing off to Stink Meaner in the Boondocks, and he sees something that surprises him. Wham! Someone comes up behind him, knocks him out. He gets dragged off. His phone and the modulator. I feel like Marvin the fucking Martian talking about this thing. Oh no! He dropped the new Sonic Scribe voice modulator. What the fuck? And the credits start going. So, meanwhile, we also have a flashback to Leanne Yu. Kovar's got Oliver chained up. And he decides, okay, payback's going to be a bitch. So he injects him with this stuff called Red Death, which is supposed to not only fuck with him mentally, but it also has a very nasty side effect of reawakening every pain that the guy's ever had physically as if it was the first time. Just touching the old scars, it suddenly is like he's shot again. He's been whipped again. He's all that. And it is mind fuckery. And, of course, Dolph Lundgren loves to remind us of that shit in here, so a little bit repetitive, but it happens. So, After they realize that Renee is gone, Tina is gone, they're thinking, okay, Chase has had this planned. Oliver goes, and he goes to visit him, and here's the funny thing. His outfit for the most remainder of the episode is going to be pretty much the same thing. A Star-Lord fucking red jacket. It kind of reminds me of one of the jackets that Tom Welling had during Smallville, which kind of ironic, but so he goes in, he's talking to Chase, who's in his fucking cell, dressed up like the deadliest banana on Earth, this side of Reverse Flash. Even the fucking cell looks like a giant refrigerator crisper drawer. And he's, Chase's mouthing off like, where is it? Yeah, I know where it is. And he essentially makes him an offer that I'll let your friends go if you let me go. And of course Oliver's not having this shit. And he starts trying to figure out what's going on. He wants FeFe in the bunker. I mean, they call it the bunker. Which I find that fucking adorable. I'm still waiting for the word Badger in that thing. But he's in the bunker, and John's off trying to find some shit going on. They got Thea and Quentin in Argus protection. And meanwhile, they find out that unfortunately Black Siren has been busted out of Argus, which means Chase is going to use her to get to them. So we got Artemis running around, Evelyn Chase. We got Talia al Ghul and her frickin' army, and we got Black Siren. We know is loose. Then we go back to the Argus safe house. Thea and Quentin are chilling out. Their communications equipment gets shot down. The guard gets trank darted. They see someone go behind the wardrobe. Quentin's got his gun pulled out. What happens next is one of the most interesting show to fan dichotomies that I have witnessed personally in a while. Out from behind the wardrobe comes Katie Cassidy. She's back, looking all very Earth One Laurel-like. You and I both know it's not him, but now Paul Blackthorne. Oh my God, his head gets flushed. His hand starts to shake. His gun gets heavy. We know that Quentin Lance has a heart condition, and he shows it. This was a tour de force of acting, and he's struggling to process this while she's coming closer. Here comes Thea, popping up the gun. She says, it's not what it looks like. And before anything can get further going, Thea gets darted. Quentin gets darted by Evelyn Sharp. And Katie's, just gives the whole chill thing. It's like, good night, Daddy. Now, I told you that story to tell you this. This was most definitely one of the most heart-wrenching and provocative moments of the episode. Online, particularly on Twitter, when Katie Cassidy showed up, every Laurel Lance fan I know lost their shit. I'm not even kidding. It was like Beyonce, Queen Bee herself, came busting in. Music starts playing to do like an impromptu concert, to see everybody freaking out going, yes, loud. I was half expecting Katie Cassidy. There's going to be probably a blooper somewhere where Katie busted the song. She turns around, starts booty popping, going, oh, no. That's the way the fans were reacting. Now, to paraphrase from Jeff Foxworthy, he said, you can't make fun of a redneck unless you are one, and I are one. And I'm a Laurel fan. Laurel League, oh my, she's got me throwing up fucking gang signs. I'm a fan. So I'm not mocking my fellow Laurel fans. I'm just pointing out, that's some funny shit. So, Oliver, John, then get to the safe house. They identify it as Evelyn Sharp. They're figuring out, okay, now they got to do something here. Oliver's normal thing is to pull everybody close. He says, okay, now it's time for John and FeFe, get in the car, get the hell out, don't tell anywhere anyone's going. Hopefully William is still safe. I mean, if FeFe can't find him, no one can. Let's make the Haven Rock nuke girl the benchmark there. Okay, why not? So, she's only the daughter of a fucking calculator. Anyway, wow, I am fucking snarky. It must be the beard coming back. Anyway, so They eventually decide to go talk to, FeFe and John decide they're going to go ahead and take care of that. Meanwhile, there goes Oliver in to have a little conversation with Chase again. Beats the shit out of him, puts a gun to his head, like, I won't kill you. Like, you're not really showing the best leverage. And he makes the demand, look, this offer is a limited time only. Once I get put on a chopper set for a maximum security prison in Idaho, the offer is done. If you let me go before then, your friends get to live. Meanwhile, John and FeFe are trying to drive out of Star City. Talia does their best impression of Morpheus from the Matrix movies, draws her swords, cuts the side of the car. They end up driving off of a fucking ramp, driving into a Cord Industries trailer. Sparks go flying. I mean, what the fuck was in there? Fireworks? And I got to realize, I missed this the first time I saw it, but yeah, it's a Cord trailer. So I'm like, okay, we're wondering why Ted Cord, Blue Beetle, has not appeared. Well, every other fucking episode, Cord Industries is having their shit either stolen from or destroyed. He can't afford to be Blue Beetle. He can't afford to play fucking dress up. Thanks a fucking lot, Badgerverse. So, looks like FeFe got out of there the bloodiest, all scuffed up in the face and whatnot. Her army of acolytes is capturing people. And at this point, if Talia al Ghul is drawing blood on FeFe and making her pay for things like Haven Rock, is she really the bad guy? One of my fans, at Demon's Daughter, biggest Talia al Ghul fan I've ever met. I'm pretty sure she's cheering the loudest, yes, Lord, right now. So, that's for you, girl. So, Oliver chilling at the Arrow Cave or the Badger Bunker. I mean, he's looking at the display cases. Of course, everybody else gets a suit, but not Night Badger. No. Apparently, Night Badger isn't worthy of it. I don't know. What the fuck? You got a costume for every fucking thing else. For everybody else. Meanwhile, he gets snuck up on. Another thing I actually said earlier in there, that if anything Malcolm Merlyn and the League of Assassins proved, locks are just a suggestion. Wow. More foreshadowing. So, we get a freaking rafter view from the thing down here. Someone jumps down, Oliver attacks, and oh, it's Malcolm Merlyn. Back from Doom World. Yay! So, of course, he's all pissy, and his big concern is trying to rescue Thea. Thea is trying to explain to Quentin, in the back of a moving van, chained up, that this is a Laurel, but not your Laurel. Different realities exist. And you ever be a comic book fan trying to explain to like a football fan the whole thing about these different realities, and they're like, you're talking fucking nonsense. That's what it's like here. So it's really kind of cute. Eventually he starts to sink in, and it's not Laurel. Laurel gets into the back of the van along with Evelyn. It's time to move. So she's all looking all fine, Black Siren get up and whatnot. Eventually there's another scene where Laurel has transported Quentin into the back of a shipping container. They're talking. He now is accepting a whole Earth 2 thing. And they're having a nice back and forth. And she's concerned. She's putting the cuffs on him. She's like, is that too tight? He's like, what do you care? And there is some definite tension there. They may be from different Earths, but that's her father, and she's his daughter. And it's just, this tells you about the strength of Paul and Katie. I mean, they love the characters. They're giving a bang-up performance. And you could tell that she's conflicted. But the reason she's doing this, she owes Chase a favor, and she's also trying to safeguard Quentin. So we'll see what happens there. I think more foreshadowing at this point. She's doing this only to keep Quentin safe. So if he's ready to fuck anyone else, particularly your family, you know Siren's going to turn on him. You know this. Dollars to fucking donuts, he's going to be doing this. So she ends up walking out and whatnot. And now Oliver goes to monitor. Well, he and Malcolm get to the wreck site of John and FeFe. They drive up on the Street Badger bicycles. Or motorcycles, I should say. But they give a little pep talk about being human and having human connections is important. And Oliver's, meanwhile, he's trying to retract into himself like a gopher-holding turd. And Malcolm Merlin has to be the voice of reason. The fuck? So, Oliver ends up taking off to go and monitor Chase's transfer. We have another flashback. Now, Oliver's unchained. He's in a cell. Kovar gave him a gun with one bullet, saying that he probably lasts about 14 minutes before he blows his own fucking brains out. He starts hallucinating Yao Fei. Yao Fei has given him the guilt trip about every fucking thing he's done wrong, every fucking season. I mean, we even get flashbacks of every fucking wig. So it's truly the most horrific things that Oliver has to experience. So, while he's eventually putting the gun to his head, he's getting ready to pull that fucking trigger. A light comes in the form of the memory of Earth One Laurel Lance. Homeboy's in pain. He's hallucinating. He's drugged up. And Laurel is his angel. Laurel is the voice of reason saying, despite all that, we need you, Ollie. Come back to us. Yes! I mean, for the second time, people were going apeshit. It was Katie Cassidy who played this role. But it's two different versions of the same role. And people lost their shit again. In a good way. So, I mean, it even got me thinking. This was the part that got me thinking, part of the reason I even did the Arrow Roast was to try to get Katie Cassidy back. To try to get the show to correct its fucking problems. Wow, 22 fucking minutes. I'm on a roll. Anyway. They try to correct the mistakes. To get Katie back. And they've done that. She's coming back as a series regular, not only for the season finale, but also next season. So a part of me thought, maybe I don't need to do the roast anymore. And then I saw what came next, and I'm like, no. My work is not done yet. So, Oliver comes running up for the third fucking time in his Star-Lord jacket. Guards are transferring Chase out. He's mouthing off, saying, oh, you're probably going to get a phone call. Nope, he gets a phone call. It's almost like he knew what the script said. And William is on a video chat saying, please help me. Oliver loses his shit. He goes running out there. Chase is loaded up into the van. The guards have got him in there. Another van comes up. He goes running and says, I need that van. Tries to get a freaking agent fully armed in riot gear out. The guards say, what are you doing, Mr. Mayor? And then in the same fucking breath, they jump him. They are trying to take down the fucking mayor. Next thing you know, he's like 4-1. They end up getting darted. Malcolm Merlin comes in, wearing this Dark Archer outfit, throws down the Badger bag. I'm calling it the Badger bag because apparently that's what all the shit's in. Now, what happens next is one of the most confusing shits in the entire fucking episode. So, they have this long chain link fence walk of shame with guards. They're hauling Chase to the copter. He's all smiling because he figures he's about to win. Next thing you know, explosion goes off. And here comes the Dark Archer, and we got a mishmash. Now, in the comics, there is a Batman and Superman villain called Composite Superman. Basically, one half looks like Superman, the other half looks like Batman, but both halves have green skin. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. I'm bringing Composite Superman up because what happens next, it's Oliver running around, black Night Badger mask, Green Arrow gear, or Al Sahim gear. I haven't heard that fucking name in a while. Anyway, he's got an actual fucking bow and arrow. And he's still wearing the same outfit he had on all the rest of the fucking episode, including that goddamn Star-Lord jacket. So, Badger mask, arrow gear, Star-Lord jacket. This is the Composite Badger. What the fuck? Remember earlier in Season 5, Tobias Church's people captured him. And he's like, no one can know my secret. And motherfuckers snapping necks like Black FeFe in Doom World. Too soon. And he's worried. No, now he's running around in Composite Badger. Apparently the logic at this point is, well, I don't have to worry about my identity if I don't even know who the fuck I'm supposed to be. So he manages to beat the shit out of all these guards, catch up to Chase. Chase lets him go, and then Chase says, see you on the boat. What fucking boat? That's the fucked up part. There's no boat in the rest of this fucking episode. We then cut to Chase. We got to Chase. He apparently is jumping from one plane to another. Oliver and Malcolm are back in the fucking bunker. They're trying to track him. They figure out where he's going. And Oliver says, okay, I'm going to need some help on this. And Malcolm, keep your shit in check. Here comes Nyssa. First words out of her mouth, husband. You know, because that's going to make Olyshity fans go nuts. And rubbing the salt in the wounds of Malcolm is like, bitch, you want to save Thea? You're going to do anything? Now's what you're doing. Okay. So they figure out where they're going. Lian Yu. Still no fucking boat the rest of the episode. So the guys end up on Lian Yu. The frickin' Team Arrow, a.k.a. the Badger Brigade, in their civvies. They're all handcuffed and chained up, surrounded by guards. There's Chase. There's Black Siren. There's Evelyn. There's Talia. They're getting ready for the big beatdown. Here comes Oliver, Nyssa, and Malcolm in a fucking seaplane, keeping with the Night Badger theme. No, I've already proven. Okay, first, Oliver is the Night Badger. Mon-El is the Night Badger black jumpsuit. Barry breaking in with Captain Cold Argus is in his own goddamn Night Badger. It is not the Arrowverse, it's the Badgerverse. And keeping with the whole 80s Badger theme, there's a seaplane that they're driving in. In the 1980s, there was this Raiders of the Lost Ark ripoff show called Tales of the Gold Monkey. Their main vehicle, a seaplane. So this is Tales of the Gold Badger. They land on Lian Yu. The bad guys are preparing for their forces. And here comes Oliver walking into an Argus cell. He's got the goddamn Night Badger jumpsuit on. He's got Deathstroke's gear. And there we got Manu Bennett. Slade Wilson is finally back. Dun, dun, dun. And that's when it cuts off. So now, we got the Arrow team, or the A team I should say, has been captured. So now he's assembling an elite group of mercenaries to save his friends. So, if you're in trouble, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Badgercide Squad, a.k.a. the B team. Da 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 da. They even have the black fucking van back home. Oh, God. So, we are setting it up for it. I mean, it's going to be, like I said, we've got the Prometheus versus the Badgercide Squad. The only thing missing is fucking Hulk Hogan making a promo going, what you gonna do, brother, when Badger Mania runs wild on you? It's fucked up. And also, please, check out my little bite-sized musical bit of Manu Bennett's era roast called Wasn't Me. I think you're going to kick out of that. And I went ahead and made a Trogdor parody for Night Badger. Check that out. I went off the rails on the Badger train on that one, I'll admit. Next week, for the season finale, I'm going to be doing a parody of the Mask theme song for Night Badger, so that should be fun. So, what did you guys think of this? Like, comment, subscribe, share, pass this bad boy around, and please, spread the Badger Mania. Until next time, Dave signing off. Peace.